So the ingredients that you'll need are about 2 chicken breasts, 3 medium-sized potatoes, 2 carrots, 1 onion. Today I'll be using a red onion, 3 cloves of garlic, 2 chicken stock cubes, 2 laurel leaves, 1 hot pepper. In my case I will be using a chili pepper, a couple of twigs of dill, some paprika powder, some dried thyme. If you can get your hands on some fresh thyme, that would be even better. Some chili powder. If you don't have chili powder, you can use cayenne pepper. And finally, some salt and some pepper. Let's do this. First, let's start off with the prep work. Let's peel and cut everything up. And there you go. So I've cut up the potatoes into medium-sized chunks. I sliced up the carrots into evenly sliced chunks, chopped up the pepper really fine, and roughly chopped the onion. So now let's go to the next step. First, let's season the chicken with some paprika powder, chili powder, pepper, and salt. Press the spices in the chicken. If you have some excess spices on your plate, you can mop them up with the chicken. There you go. Now let's fry it. Take a pan, put it on a fire, and put some olive oil in there. Now let it get hot. Once the oil is hot, put the chicken in and fry it until it's golden brown. Once the chicken is done, transfer it to a plate and let it cool off. Once the chicken has cooled enough for you to touch it, pinch it apart. You can pinch it apart as fine or as rough as you want it. So let's move on to the soup. Take a large pot and put it on a fire. Add a little bit of olive oil and let it get hot. Turn your fire down to medium-low. Add your carrots and let them sweat a bit. After a bit, add your onions and the pepper. Then to the veggies, let's add the laurel leaves, a couple of twigs of dill, and the garlic, which I've just crushed with a knife a little bit. Add it in there and let it sweat as well. This is completely optional, but I also like to season the veggies at this point with some pepper and some paprika powder. Give that a good stir. Alright. Once the veggies have softened up nicely, let's add about 2 liters of water. Then add the 2 chicken stock cubes, turn up the heat to high and stir until the cubes have dissolved. Once the chicken stock cubes have dissolved, it's time to add the potatoes. Give it a stir. And now let it cook until the potatoes are almost done. So at this point my potatoes are almost done. So what I'm going to do is remove the dill and the garlic. And now I'm going to add the chicken. Give that a good stir. And now just let the chicken warm up and your soup will be done. What I also like to do, and this is completely optional, is adding some sliced up dill. Now for the final stir. And there you go. Once the chicken has warmed up, your soup is done. It's time to serve.